Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Monday, and it is build day 318. Yes, build day 318 in the construction schedule here at Villa Feliz. Today we have the same amount of people, I think, that we had, maybe not the same amount of people. Let me try to count who showed up this morning. We have one carpenter, we have one painter, one sander, and a sander painter. So we have a small crew. We have like 4 people here again this morning. It's my understanding that our carpenter that went to Manila, he will be in sometime today, and our third carpenter who was on vacation, he did not return on the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th, but it's my understanding that he will be coming back tomorrow. So we should have around 5 people, 5 or 6 people, I don't know. Enough to get things progressing here. I haven't heard anything from our ironworks people. I think they will be here sometime this morning to do the touch-up on the base connectors here, and we need to talk about some more installation. We need to get that installed very fast. Anyway, I'm going to get today started, and then we'll talk about some of the other things that we did over the weekend, or that I did over the weekend. So let's go ahead and get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Well, as you know, we did not do a video yesterday on Sunday. Yesterday was sort of a relaxing day around here, although I did get some stuff accomplished here in the yard. Let me show you some of the things that I did. And it was mainly a maintenance of some of the grass and plant some of those plants that we picked up at the nursery in Calamba last week. As you can see, I got the lemon tree. It's planted right here, and I thought this would be a great position for it with this entranceway, with the service gate right here. And as this grows a little bit, this will give a little bit of foliage in this area right here. But the nice thing about lemon trees, once they start growing a little bit bigger and you get to see something, the leaves, I love the leaves on lemon trees. It'll take a while to get to that point, I believe, but when you look at it from the through the gates right here, it'll be a nice accent piece between the gate and the patio back around the back of the house. Also, I planted the Indian mango. The Indian mango is going here, and my strategy for putting it at this point right here, because the Indian mango is going to get fairly large. I want a little bit of shade, and hopefully the sunlight isn't in your eyes like it is in my eyes right now. But I went ahead and planted it right here. This area, the Indian mango is not a full-size mango, so it won't grow huge, but it will grow to the size of where the fence line is going to be. And that's something you need to consider when you are putting a tree down. Don't put a tree in with what it's going to look like today. You need to put a tree in, or a shrub, with what it's going to look like in 5 years, 10 years, and 15 years from now. Although even where I'm putting this one right here, it will go all the way and hang over the fence line over here, but with proper pruning and with care and maintenance, we can maintain it down to a manageable level. So we're going to put the mango there, and it'll be kind of nice, because when you're sitting on this back patio right here, the lanai, you will be able to see the nice mango tree right here, and it's not going to obstruct the view of the koi pond and the boulders that are going to be there. Same for this area right here on the barbecue patio. You'll still be able to see that, and the mango tree won't obstruct the view. Now, I wanted to put some smaller of the citrus plants in the back corner. So we have close to the fence line, we have the calamansi. Calamansi doesn't grow huge, but it will fill up this nice area back here. And the root structure of the calamansi isn't so evasive that it will cause any problems with our cistern in this area right here. So we're going to put that, and realize all this area gets a great amount of sunlight. So the citruses should do really good here in the backyard. And over here we planted the Santaris, the tree right here. Now remember, it should get a little bit bigger than the calamansi, so we pulled it a little bit further away from the fence line as well. Now remember, all this area right here is going to be the koi pond. And with the koi pond here, I kind of wanted some citrus on both sides, which is why we have, let's see, the Santortis over here, and this plant over here is the Guyabana tree. It's going to be on this side as well. I don't think it'll grow huge and wide, but I think it will be nice complements on both sides of the koi pond back here. I don't want to put a tree that will drop in lots and lots of debris inside the pond, and as long as they're to the side, and I think we put enough of the rocks and stones and pebbles, I think we'll be okay with those. Let's see, what else did we do this weekend? Well, I think that was about it. I have Medusa mango. I don't know if you remember Medusa mango from the very beginning when we started experimenting. But it's really not, when I say Medusa mango, remember when it first came up, we have actually, it's like we have 3 mangoes all together. And what happens on some plants, when you plant the seed, they will produce multiple seedlings inside there. One seed will produce multiple seedlings, and that's what that one did. It produced 3. And normally what you would do with a mango that produces, you take the one that is the healthiest and then you cut the other ones off, so you provide adequate nourishment to the one that is the healthiest. But with that one right there, it's an experiment. It's going to be an experiment gone wild. And we're going to take that one and we're going to prune it. We're just going to play around with it. Remember, that tree cannot be in this yard for the full duration, for the full maturity, because that's a regular mango, and a regular mango, one regular mango in the size of this yard, will literally take over the entire backyard, and we don't want to do that. So we'll play around with that one for a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'm going to stick it in the shade right now. I kind of moved this over here, and it actually needs to be watered a little bit. I'll water it. So that's what we have there. Also on the front, I have to go right now. That's why I have my tape measure, and I have to run, and I'm in search of some parts for the garage door. The garage door needs hinges, and it needs an adjustable spring-mounted roller. Hopefully this wind isn't affecting the mic so much. We're going to get the hinges for the door jamb and the doors. And on the bottom of the door, what we're going to do down in this area, we're going to mount a roller. But the roller will have a spring. It'll be like a shock absorber. So it won't take all the weight off of the door. There will still be weight from the door on there for opening and closing. But because of the unevenness of the door when it opens on the inside on the tile, remember the tile are slanted so all the water goes down to the sump in the center down here. We want to make sure that when the door opens and closes, there's an adjustable amount of spring tension inside there, so it just reduces some of the weight load off of the door. And that's some of the primary stuff that has to be done today. I received a message from my builder. He's coming in this morning. He's going to provide some of the paint for our painters. Our painters are actually starting to work. We're still doing the yellow, the touch-up here inside the house. And some sanding. Finished. Already finished some of the touch-up paint work on the side of the stairway. And we are in preparation for doing the final sanding and finishing, and for the stairs and the guardrails up on the top up there, prior to the installation of the ironworks. So that's what's on the agenda today. But like I said, also tiling, finishing up some of the tiling on the patio. That will be done. All the tiling needs to be completed before we do the pebble work, the pebble stone work that goes around the accent around the edge of the patios. That's what the agenda is for today. Maybe tomorrow we can finish up, or maybe even today we can finish up this tiling down here. I'm not sure if we're going to wait for one of our other carpenters to come in. So again, that's the agenda for today. Well, let's go down and let's go get some parts for that garage door. So let's head on into town. Well, it's road trip time. Let's go get some hardware for those garage doors. this is the first stop of the day. The first stop of the day is a company called Strongfix. Strongfix, and this is where they have roller assembly. You can see they have an assortment right here, but I don't see right off the bat, I don't see the one that has spring adjustment. We'll go inside and we will talk with them, and we will see if they have the type of a roller we need for our heavy door. Anyway, they didn't have any of the parts I needed at any of the hardware stores here very close to the house. So the only big place that I can go to is maybe run down to Batanga City and see what they have at the Wilcon. I hope that they have it there. I don't know that they will, but they also have hinges and other hardware items that we might need. But I had to stop here at McDonald's real quick. You know, the friendly people here at McDonald's, and I'm grabbing a couple of breakfast items here to quench my appetite on the way down to Batanga City. All right, well, here I am at the Wilcon in Batanga City. I don't really have a good feeling because those type of shops that we went to on the main street inside Lipa, those are the kind of places that would normally have those industrial sized rollers, those casters that we need. So we're going to take a chance, we're going to see, and maybe somebody can make a recommendation if they don't, but I've got my fingers crossed. So anyway, just like the problem I had at the hardware store, I think we're going to have the same problem here. I might have to go online, maybe from AliExpress or Lazada. I don't know, or maybe something out of Manila. Maybe somebody can make a recommendation. Or maybe we can come up with our own solution for something that's an alternative. Remember, sometimes we think out of the box and we use other pieces of equipment and we make our own, but I know that it's out there because I've seen these before. So if they don't have it here, we'll do some more shopping. We'll see if there's something we can use as an alternative, and if not, we'll pick up. There's a few other things I need to get here today as well. So I can't find anything right now that will satisfy the need for the roller assembly. We'll go online and we'll look for that. But what's kind of cool, let me tell you, if you go to the Philippines and you're looking for extension cords, it's going to be hard to find extension cords like we have in North America and over in Europe. These extension cords like these are the ones that I'm talking about. They do have them here at Wilcon. They're kind of expensive, but they are made to the specifications like we have in North America. Most everybody in the Philippines, they make up their own extension cords. They just get a couple of pieces of electrical wire, and then they put a electrical connector on the end on both ends, and they plug in, or they plug up 2 pieces of wire directly into the wall, into the service outlet. We don't want to do that. We want something that's a little safer and a little bit more durable. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. We have the hinges. We're going to use these. I wanted oil rub bronze, but they don't have oil rub bronze in these very heavy duty hinges right here. Now these hinges, these are let's see, they are 4.5 inch in height by 2 inches in width. Well, they say it's a 4 by 4.5. The main thing that we're concerned with is the width, and the width has to be under, I think it's 2 inches, and this is 2 inches right here. So this should be the one that we need. The height, most of them are like 4 by 4 or 2 by 4, whichever way you want to look at it. And this one is a little bit more, and that's the height. If the more of the hinge that you have, the stronger that the hinge will be on your door. A lot of times they will do something like on a 4 centimeter wide door, they will do a 3.5 centimeter, and there'll be a little notch inside there, so you have a finished edge. You don't see the hinge go all the way through. But again, this is a garage door. We want the strongest garage door hinge as possible, so we'll go with that. And I picked up some other screws and some other little ancillary things that we need around the house. I'm still going to do a little bit more shopping here. Well, Ness is kind of struggling with trying to get the leaves from those mahogany trees that are across the street that keep blowing over in our yard. So I'm going to get a little blower, and we'll use the blower to try to clean up the front yard where all those leaves are blowing.
dual purpose.
That's it for shopping here at Vulcan today. Let's head back to Lipa, check on what's going on with construction today, and see if we can still source those spring-mounted roller caster assemblies that we need for the bottom of the garage doors. So at least I got the hinges. We can get it mounted. Remember, the casters, rollers, are only for additional support, especially for long-term weight that's going to be on that door, and it'll relieve some of the stress that's on those hinges. Let's head back to Lipa. Well, I finally did make it back to Villa Feliz, but I was so preoccupied in a lot of things that were going on here, I wasn't able to grab the camera. And no, that's really not the reason. The camera battery was dead. I failed again. I can't lie to you. So anyway, I was just charging, and but it is really 5:20 in the afternoon, and we're going to do a wrap up from what happened today. And what happened today was still a lot more sanding inside of here. We had our one carpenter. He worked on some of the cement. He mixed some mortar mix-up, which is the precursor, or the prior to putting down the pebble stuff around for the patio area, on all the patios and the decks and the lanais and things like that. So he has a base level, and they will do the pebble whenever they get the pebble, epoxy pebble work inside. Speaking of garage doors, the garage doors right here that were being sanded all day long today, that was being sanded all day long yesterday, the day before, the day before. Remember, we had a problem, and the problem was they didn't give us an allowance for an overlap if we wanted to do the overlap like they do on the French doors. But thanks to some of the great subscribers, some of the great minds here that join us on this collaborative experiment we call My PI Dream, we've got a great solution that is better. Oh, that gnat is driving me crazy. It is a better solution than the French door solution. It's a more secure solution. And I want to thank, right off the bat before I explain it to you, I want to thank Denny Iberg. I would like to thank Manny and Steve from Cagayan Valley, Isabella, and above and beyond. I keep forgetting about it. Anyway, those three and several other people who made a comment on the site about a thing called an astragal. And I have to especially thank Manny. I don't know what his last name. I don't think he put his last name on it, but Manny sent a diagram. He drew out exactly what we needed, or he pulled it from another reference material, and for this astragal that we're going to be using. What is an astragal, that you ask? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you both in the picture that Manny sent, and I'm going to show you a picture that Denny Iberg sent, what it looks on the finished product. He sent a picture of a door very similar to the doors that we are building right here, and what it looks like on for a garage door. But basically, if you take a T, a flat bar, you have a T on the top, you have the top of the T and the center of the T that goes down, and what you do is you drill holes on one side of the top of the T, and on the inside you drill holes, and you mount it to the inside of your garage door. We'll pretend this is a T that goes across. It goes across here. One part goes down this way, and what you do is you mount it on this side, you mount it on this side, which becomes an L, but the other side of the T comes here, and your other door stops. Then you don't have a gap anymore between your door sections. Look at my fingers, like so. It'd be like that. It'd be a plate that goes across all the way down like that. So that was a great solution, and the thing about that solution, it's a better security solution than doing the French door solution. It's almost impossible. Well, nothing's impossible, but it takes a lot of effort to be able to break in and separate those doors apart from each other. So we're going to use that solution. I want to thank all the folks that had the great idea for that. Let's see what else today got done on the steps. Let's go inside real quick and take a look at the steps. They did some spraying. I hope it's dry. I don't know. We'll take a look. And that's the stairs going up from the first floor to the second floor. So as you can see, this is the do not cross. This is the police line that says there's a murder on that side and you can't cross this line. No, not really. There's no murder inside this house. Remember, this is Villa Feliz. This is Happy Country Home. So anyway, you can see everything is still wet. They did the finishing on all the steps, and they did it all the way to the top. So the next thing they have to do, I imagine, after this dries, I don't know if they go and do another, because that might be, I don't know what stage of the finishing they are. So they will probably do some sanding on this, maybe do another spray coat. I don't know. I've seen them do this over and over again. I should know by now. And then we'll start working on side the handrails and the guardrails up on the second floor up there. That was taken care of today as well. Also, you did not see, because I was so busy and my battery was dead on the GoPro, but Ness has her new bench in place. I put the gravel down. Well, I didn't get a chance because the Ironworks team came today. Good. Let's see what it looks like. Ness, you are going to model.
No, you should be here.
Okay, so you got...
Not complete without you.
Okay, all right. So anyway... Oh, this is not... so when you sit here, remember, this is a Zen Garden. And a Zen Garden is for meditating. And it is for reflecting. And it's for relaxing. So just imagine sitting right here on this bench and looking at this right here. Oh... Hey, do you feel the calmness in the air? Do you feel the calmness in the air? So anyway, that is also what got done. So tomorrow I will clean up. I will cover up the summer. I had to put compact gravel underneath the bottom so that it doesn't sink over time. That's a proper method. Putting anything, whether it's pavers or something like that, so you don't have things muddy and going down deep inside the ground. And I think that was the main things that was accomplished today here at Feliz. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is going to be Tuesday, and my contractor did come by today and he talked with me. And again, he is going to try to commit some more resources. Resources being men. Specifically, he has 2 other jobs going on right now, but he hasn't finished this job. So what he's going to he told me he would do, he will take some of the, I think it's the mason guys that need to do this work for the trenches, for the retaining walls, and for the planters in the back, and also to finish up this part of the wall around the house. He said he will bring them in on Sunday, so he will be bringing an additional crew on Sunday to do the masonry work. This Sunday we'll see. Stand by to see if that really evolves. I hope it does, because we're running short. It's actually raining. This is the first time we've had rain, but it's probably because you can see we only have this one little cloud. We need rain really bad. I was in the back watering when the Ironworks people came. Speaking of Ironworks, we'll talk about Ironworks tomorrow. Some of the plans forward that we're going to do with the Ironworks, but we have some new developments on that as well. And of course, what day would not be complete without a 1 or 2 birthday shout-outs or anniversary shout-outs, and today's no exception. And we are going to do a birthday shout-out today. It's a belated birthday shout-out. What we're going to do, we're going to do a belated, and we're going to move into the future for another birthday shout-out. We only have 2 birthday shout-outs for today. One for the 25th of February, and the one for the 25th of February is it's a shout-out that the Rodriguez family wanted to do for their daughter, Selena, who just turned 13 on Sunday. Max and Gisela and Selena, who's the birthday girl, they all live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And Gisela, she is from Ormac-Leyte, and they wanted to let us know that where she came from here in the Philippines. So anyway, to Selena, we want to wish you a wonderful and happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And for tomorrow, and we're going into the future here. We just came from the past and we're going into the future. And for the future for tomorrow, it is Shirley, which is going to be February 27th, by the way. It is Shirley Agargo's son, Sherwin Alex II, and he is turning 8 tomorrow on February 27th. I think I said already twice anyway. So Shirley is watching us from Japan. So anyway, we want to say a warm and happy birthday to that 8-year-old Sherwin. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So we're going to close for today, and tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and it's going to be build day. I don't know. I am going to say 319. What do you think? 319? I think tomorrow's going to be 319.
Okay.
15, 16, 17, 319. I'm pretty sure. I'm counting from my lost episode segments from the hospital days. So tomorrow is going to be Tuesday, and hopefully, I don't know. From day to day, we don't know what's going to happen. Maybe we'll be surprised, maybe not. So until tomorrow, if you enjoyed today's video, please give us a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You will be subscribed and you'll be notified the next time we upload a new video. So until tomorrow, you have a wonderful and blessed day.